Look out! I see a trap nearby!
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The cam wants you up on deck. Hear them calls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry and out for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
they find us.
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Connie.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
Look a bit under the weather!
Aid me!
You were right there.
I feel better already! Greetings to this queen. How could that happen?
My target dances in shadows! Into the fray once more. Oh, I needed that.
You were right there. Confound it!
I need another chance! Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
Oh, I need that. I feel better already! A stitch in time, eh, my friends? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed. For all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept there.
There's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a
A
myth,
stitch in
or
time, eh, my
could be our
friends?
lucky day.
I've spotted something interesting. Cold hands, cold heart.
I invoke the fervor of flame.
We made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long. started a trap. I've spotted something. What's this? I found something. I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush. There is no escaping the spider's kiss.
Your grave opens to welcome you!
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it? Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The bloodstone, deliver it now and I may deign to end you quickly. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha! In life, I toiled to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy. Run if you like, defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
Sink your toxic fangs deep.
How could that happen?
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
There is no escaping the spider's kiss. Chaos grips my hands today.
As good as a new penny. As good as a new penny.
On the mend!
Into the fray once more.
Look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native, tender water. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for. Yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water. Swing me as far as your arm's strength gives peace, and treasure long sunk I will grant thee. Of course I can talk, don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their nameless fur. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost treasure?
Kindness is its own reward. Then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea bound. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a birthday kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
On my feet again. Into the fray once more.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a two-bedroom birdcage.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
I don't need an escort, especially not a drunken one. Back off or face me.
And face me too! You two are a disgrace to your uniforms.
You defy the Legion, will you? The punishment for that offence is death.
You can only hold your breath for so long!
Help me stitch this wound!
You were right there.
Like I always say, why pick on someone your own size when innocent creatures are so much easier to slaughter?
Time to quench the thirst of Rivellon!
You were right there.
Oh, thank heavens. Maybe now you can learn something useful.
like how to wash your underthings.
Well, there we have it. 2 dead legionnaires.
They deserved it, the cretins.
Right you are. I'll not shed tears for the likes of them.
Someone special will be impressed by the way you wield that great heaving weapon.
Crushing descent!
will freeze you where you stand.
I am folk, not parvo.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
Feel the pain of my stone! Glacial gusts!
Did you see that? Those orcs had a human commander.
How very curious. And how very disquieting.
I like you much better with your guts on the floor. One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. So what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Nonsense. Listen.
Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold! There we are. Meet my other half, hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
Yes, honest pay.
So there are. Or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
I said myself, if I don't start earning...
A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strange. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event. I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter, and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sex, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go and see that Aureus chap who mentioned?
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
An orc in love. Ha! When this little Karen fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect company, you know. Not what they say.
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope?
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Ha! No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
That's what I was going to say when you looked already.
A home, a livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do nothing but look on. That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd have been around when our own barge went down in flames. These damn orcs. They can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here slinging fireballs and swinging swords. With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you can keep an eye out, though.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Ha! No, he didn't. He drove it.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicil?
Passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds, launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that...
The joyride.
Ha! No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
I can't even smell the sea air.
A two-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore. Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here
that orcs are predators, not pets.
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to save him from his murderous darling.
This place reeks of orc stench. She's got to be put down. If this love potion is as dodgy as it sounds, she could come to her vicious senses at any time.
Agreed. I've never met an orc I trusted, charmed or not.
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with common sense around here. I'll do the honors myself.
No! She's harmless! Please! You bastard! You had no right!
One day, Moira. One day you'll show them all.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I'm still going on.
I should have done this from the very start.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of them all.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear! I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish. This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly. Fed a hungry man, you know.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instruction lasts. The last thing the plagued people of Sicil need is a thief among them.
Delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap gold each.
Eat a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
We've secured the perimeter.
Have some pity. Attention! About face!
You don't think it's in fact a deal?
To the barracks!
Come on, now. I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Be close! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew.
I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
What have we here, then? The so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look. Do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar! Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop, understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you! Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in... What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? If you must. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.